Labels are stupid.
Yes, you read the title correctly.
What's wrong with labels? Why can't I have a label? Yes, I said it. And, she said what? We can't have labels anymore? I fully stand by what I say.
If you don't agree with me, you better watch to the end of the video. You might still not agree with me, but just watch till the end of the video.
I just have one question though. Why are we as humans so focused on defining things, giving them labels or definitions or explanations when really there's not a lot of explaining going on here. There's not a lot of stuff that are making sense. And by making sense, I mean in logical, conscious terms. I understand labeling an object. Like I would label this a water bottle because it has one purpose, and that's to give me water in a bottle. When we label humans things like kind, funny, can never do any wrong, I think that really just restricts them to perfection. Or at least that's what you think in your mind. You think that you are what people tell you, and it's just not true. I understand that there's a certain definitive comfort in having a label, but at the same time, it creates a problem when we start to categorize ourselves because it limits who we can become. I think labeling yourself is fine as long as you realize that you're always changing. But it wasn't always like that in history, you know. That wasn't the perspective for a very long time. I feel like labels can really take a left turn when we start to utilize them for negativity, for promoting a certain belief about a certain group of people. We might say negative things about them, we might call them slurs that don't belong to us based off of who they look like and who they are. I don't really see the point in categorizing ourselves even further apart because we are all of those things, I think, as humans. We've seen people evolve. That's why we always miss the old you, and we miss who we were before, we miss who they were. It's because we feel like that's the best version of them, I think. The only version that they can become for us, when in reality, it's just a future opening up in the present for a new, better you. I think it's a crime to try and make someone be who they were before because we all know that feeling when someone defines us. That holds a lot of expectations and it holds a lot of meaning within the word. If you are a person who enjoys labels, just know the cost behind having one. The moral of this perspective is labeling yourself is fine as long as you understand that you can always change that label. You don't have to stay that label. No restriction or resistance is how opportunities and how possibilities and greatness can come to you. It's just learning to let go of that image of who you think you are, who you think they are, or who you wish you could be. That build up and that trying to make things fit into a certain category is just very unpuzzle-like, you know what I mean? You're not fitting into your piece of the puzzle or your piece of the pie or your piece of the, I don't know, you know what I mean?
Like and subscribe, or I'll give you the label of traitor.
It doesn't label slander. Do you know what I mean? Why am I acting like I'm in a TikTok?